is 10:10, which is sooner than we'd usually be on the live stream. So cool to see everybody found their way here. Oh my gosh, and David Sesame already sent $20. Thank you so much. You're a real one. Like, really keeping me afloat out here. Super 23 is on here. Heather Ray, David T, the moderator, Bob Cox. Yeah, alright, we got a bunch of mooners in the house. I have had a very tumultuous week, but I have been just trying to be gentle with myself. And that's why I didn't put out an episode this week, because I was like, just trying to be gentle with myself, which meant I didn't want to slam myself in front of my laptop for like 12 hours yesterday. There's a couple of different things happening right now. Let's see who we got. We got Speedy K here, Turpy, Kevin Mack, Beach Hippie. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, live from Maui, JJ, Mars, hell yeah. So, we're all gathered here today, how we do every Saturday, but the title of this live stream was, if you're still alive to see this, you are resilient as fuck. And I say that because existing is the craziest thing that we will do ever, and it's what we're doing always, and it doesn't stop. And as far as being people of Earth right now, it's a pretty wild time, and we were the selected people who have made it this far. So I just wanted to applaud everyone who's here for making it. We reached the part of human evolution, like, we're so far along and deep in this shit where we're actually like considering the robots might take over. Yeah, like, we're pretty far along in this shit right now. And I've been thinking about it a lot. I'm gonna see what you guys are saying about this. I don't know how this topic is gonna go over, but I just wanted to open the discussion, because what the fuck? Yeah, we're all existing. Hi guys, this whole human thing's really weird. Greetings, clan members from Danger. Yeah, Heather Ray, your membership was a gift one. I remember that day. That day there was like Robert Yazek, Rodney Wilkins, I think JJ too. So people were just throwing so many subscriptions out. Turpy said, we do be floating on a rock hurtling through space. Pretty crazy, dude. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And I don't think we talk about it enough. Like, we are going along with this whole grand scheme that's constantly playing out, and trying to just like keep our head down and like be, you know, keeping up with the societal things, which really place us into these cycles where you're not really thinking about the actual existence part. But now that I'm like not in as many cycles, I'm really sitting with the like existence part, and I'm like, this is weird. Am I the only one thinking this is really fucking weird? It's been a strange week, but there's also many stories that have happened this week. Part of the wild ride of living, always something. Just remember, don't fly too high with wax wings, because can cause turbulence on the way back to Mother Earth. Yeah, don't want to get too high. I agree. I think you'll change your mind once you get to the mainland for a while. I don't know, and I don't even know when I'm going to like go to the mainland. I don't know what's happening. Like, genuinely, I feel like on a lot of the weekly live streams, I'll give you updates and like my plan, but I'm starting to think I don't have a plan, and that's the plan, is I'm flying by the seat of my pants, I think is the phrase that I'm looking for. Flying by the seat of my pants. Oh yeah, Mars, this is live. Coming to you live. No episode this week. Oh, hard to hear. Let me get the microphones out. We're about to step up the audio by a lot. I think they're charged up. Oh, you guys can watch my microphone setup. Little tutorial on how I use these not sponsored microphones by Hollyland Clark. So they come in this box. Boink. This is the receiver, which to plug into my iPad, I just use like a short little cord. Joink. And then plug it in where the charger port is. Throw a little wind muff on it. And then a clip that magnets to the back. And now we should be in business. How's the audio compared to before? Yeah, blink, joink. That is exactly how you do it. If you don't make the sound effects while you're setting up your audio gear, it doesn't work properly. It's a really important step. Take that from a professional. Better? Yay! Everyone's saying that the audio is better. Oh, Mullet Mona's in the chat. What's up? Sick bastard, Super 23. We got all of our regular mooners. Ah, Kevin Mack wants to apologize and says that I think you and the van on the moon are awesome and inspiring. You have created a wonderful living space on Reels. Thank you. I just have been going through all the ups and downs of the engine problems, but it's been starting fine. And there's like a branch peeking into the door and like moving around, almost like someone's moving it. That's so weird. Yeah, I going to take the van to the mechanic, even though this past week it actually ran fine. It's just due, like, and I have money to take it to the mechanic now, so that makes it easier. Like, David Cessny sent $500 today. I'm gonna go pick it up after this stream. So shout out to David Cessny for providing the money for the mechanic visit this week. Yeah, really incredible, super helpful. Yeah, let me catch back up with the chat. I'm like all over the place today, guys. It's been a weird week. Do I have a chemical toilet? No, I just use the toilets at the beaches and like Starbucks and grocery stores. I don't have my own toilet. I pee outside most of the time, unless I have to pee in a bottle for some reason. And then for the number twos, I happen to be an extraordinarily regular moving person. So I can easily just like every morning know to go to a beach each morning and go to the bathroom. So that makes it easy for me. That's funny. Mars said, I've been wondering what that fuzzy black thing you were wearing for the past month. Yeah, it's just decor. No, it's my little mic cover to keep the wind off. Cloud9 Whiskey is asking about my accent. Accent reveal at 10K, which guys, we are getting to 10K way faster than I even intended. Like I originally had said at 10K, but now that we're already at like 6,000 something, yeah, that's gonna be very soon. So strap in. Wow. Wow. Mama Raiders talking shit about Mona's profile pic. You're talking shit to both of us because the pic is of her and I made the pic. So, better back off, sister. But it's okay. The Mama Raider has had a very tough week as well. It's okay. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Okay. Let me. Hey, West Side Mullet. JJ's funny. Wow. Oh, Sick Bastard's almost to 500 subs. Congratulations. The first 1,000 is the hardest. After that, they just start going up. Even if you don't post that, like, I honestly felt kind of like I let myself down this week by not posting an episode, or in a way I felt like I let you guys down by not posting an episode. Then I realized like I gotta rejuvenate. I gotta be just like kind to myself and more gentle and not push so hard. David Sesney sent $50. Thank you so much. Like it really helps so much in getting this whole process moving along. Like having money to put towards all the projects is what's gonna help the projects happen, which now that I'm gonna get the engine fixed by an actual mechanic, there's a painting project I really want to do that I may or may not announce today. Funky Uncle John is here. Someone doesn't understand. They said, how can you have only 64 people watching but magically over 100K views on your lives? It's because this number is constantly maintained by new people entering and people leaving. So even though it floats around a certain amount, this is how many are in here right now. Once the video is posted after the live is done, that's how many people even just swung by for a second. So that's how they count it. Oh gosh, okay, we're about to... Yeah, a lot of people are applauding David for the generosity. Yes, I'm gonna go pick up some money from a place that he sent it to on island. So that's amazing. I've never done this process of transferring money, but we're gonna go check it out today. And the $500 is not a small amount for me. That makes a big difference in my life. That's like half of my monthly spending. So I'm throwing it right to the mechanic and getting this van up and running so I can stop stressing. I so appreciate you guys. Oh, okay, Mars. Yeah, Bob Cox. Sometimes there's like 2,000 people in here at once. Like the 250,000 person, like that live stream, there was like 2,000 at a time, but I don't really care how many people are in here or not. Like, I'm not trying to just rack up, like, what's the most, highest number I can possibly get. I'm here for the vibes. Here, because I know that the people who come every week are also here for the vibes. And when there's a bunch of random people just like spamming the chat, like 2,000 people in the chat room, I can't even like actually connect with the true mooners. Which is, speaking of moon, last night / tonight is a full moon. So lots of energy up in the air. Yeah, and last week's 3 views. Okay, yeah, guys. I actually want to address what Mars asked about. Molly, did you or YouTube remove the Wednesday live stream? I had about 10 to 20 minutes in the middle to watch. So, the Wednesday live stream, if any of you were there, you saw we had Aisha, my friend, on as a special guest. And we went through some pretty crazy topics that I was not super stoked on or comfortable with, and also wasn't happy with the frame that the stories were told, which were not from my same frame. And it was unfortunate and awkward, and it also didn't, get pushed in the algorithm, which I'm glad, because then there wasn't like 2,000 people in the chat while she's telling these like stories about me from a couple years ago. It was hard. And then we tried to switch to a lighter note to end it, and did a dance party. She put on some music on her speaker, which was all copyrighted music, which I had told her before the stream, like, oh, we can't use copyrighted music, but the dance party idea came out, and then she put on, yeah, the copyrighted music. So me and YouTube both took it down. So I got an alert from YouTube that there was copyright in the live stream, so it wouldn't be available in some territories, they said. And they also said that it'll just be demonetized. So I'm like, oh, I don't really care about the monetization aspect, but like having it banned in some territories, and I don't know which territories, and then I just didn't like the vibe anyway of that live stream. Like, I don't want it to be something for people to go rewatch, because if it were a pre-filmed video, I wouldn't have released it. So I'm just not gonna leave it up because it was a live stream. So yeah, it was a weird vibe. And I'm rambling about this because I'm trying to not be, I don't know. I also don't know if she'll watch this live stream or not. If you are here, hello. We did talk about it after, like, oh, how did it go? And I was honest, like, I mean, I wasn't really digging the vibe that much, and it got the lowest views I've gotten in a long time. So I know the general public wasn't like feeling it that much, because the way people interact with the videos is how it gets pushed. So yeah, the Wednesday live stream, I'm hoping we don't have one like that again. I don't know. I've live streamed a lot by now. Like, I'm a pretty seasoned live streamer, and that one just didn't feel right. It was like fun. I had fun, but it didn't feel like good. Like, I want to bring positivity, and I want to like talk about ideas openly. It was not the place to. It's not the place to be like rehashing old friend drama that we should have rehashed off camera. I don't know why all that needed to come up. It was weird and awkward. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna see what everyone in the chat has been saying. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like a lot of the regular Mooners' input is they weren't really into the vibe either. Yeah, David T said, was it the Mooner vibe? I think that's what it was. Like, it just wasn't like this stream. Like, we've cultivated a vibe here between me and then the way you guys interact, and it just wasn't hitting that note. So it just didn't go well, you know? So yeah, I'm glad that I just put it, you know, it's down now. I privated it. It's technically still there, but I just don't need it up. Like, that's not the representation that we want here for the Mooners. David Sesney knows one of the fundamentals of a good life to be able to share in the good vibes. Good plus good, wonderful for everything and everyone. Yeah, I just like, that's part of why today I made the title what it is, because that was such a contrast to what we usually bring. It in the grand scheme, the universe put that weird live stream into my into my orbit so that I could realize what the stream is, because now I saw that's what it's not. And so today I just want to talk about existence and like how we're all doing this thing, and like it's a weird thing, but we're all pulling through, we're all sticking in this together. Mullet Mona said send it to me so I can watch it. I actually will let you watch it because I want to get your input. Mullet Mona said even I left. Yeah, I understand why. It got weird. Yeah, the moderator left. The moderator had texted me and was like, yeah, I had to leave. I was just not liking the vibe, which is totally understandable because it wasn't a great vibe. I've actually missed a lot of chats. Oh, I missed David sent another $50. Dude, you have sent so much money today. I don't like, your generosity is endless. I just don't even know what to say at this point. Like, thank you 100 times over. Thank you. It's so amazing. And yeah, David Sesney does know YouTube gets 30%. That's why the larger lump he sent through a different platform. It's actually a place like a bank. So I'll stop by that bank after this live stream and see what that's like. Some people say some like weird stuff on here. I see people getting deleted by David T. Thank you for keeping the channel clean. Mars always trying to get adopted by the Mooners. Mars, you gotta post a picture of what you're talking about. You said you have hairy pits and can get a bikini. Put your money where your mouth is. If you submit a photo, I'll show it on a live stream and we'll see what David Sesney thinks. 35%? Dang, Drew, I hope not. I'll have to look into it. I know it's stupid high. Someone's like, oh, it's this crazy lady again. I'm back. Oh, some people found their way over from Van on the Moon. The moderator sent a message that said, I got hair that would come out of the bikini everywhere. The emoji makes it so much funnier. Wild. Oh yeah, Kevin Mack said, that's a pretty intuitive perspective to be able to recognize when you know what's best for your Mooner and to stay true to your passion surrounding your spirit, heart, and mind. We all love you, Molly. Thank you for the support. I'm just like, I felt into the vibe there, and it was like, there's like a negative vibe and also somewhat of like a more sexual vibe, oddly enough, which wasn't like intentional. And then there was like the rehashing of old dramas, and then the telling of old stories that just like weren't, like, those were stories that were hard for me to live through, and then having them like thrown out of context and like then with a scrutiny towards me just didn't, like, it didn't feel good. Like, I honestly was pretty upset after. Just that's not what I want this stream to be. I'm specifically here trying to bring a more positive vibe. Like my channels are meant to be a little sweet spot on the internet where when people want like a little pick me up, just like some entertainment, some silliness to get away from all the bullshit of existing, like I want to be that space. So I'm not gonna leave things posted that are having those undertones. So that's why today I want to just have like a nice chill, like it's just me here. I've been taking care of myself all week and I'm just here to vibe and it feels good. I'm like relaxed. I took the week off, had some fun last night. I went to a drum circle last night, hung out with a bunch of friends, played with my flow toys. I ordered a new flow toy earlier this week, the Levy wand, the LED version. Please tell me you guys saw all the Molly Top Circus posts this week. But first, I'll see what you guys are saying about that Wednesday live stream. Oh, Super 23 didn't get a notification for Wednesday. That's odd. I had put out a post and then the live stream. Maybe your notifications aren't on. Bikini Mars. ... Oof. I want to see it. Please submit a photo, Mars. Even if you request that I don't show all of the mooners, I'm deeply curious. Oh, Heather Ray and Mullet Mona think it may be sabotage. Who knows? I don't know if it was. I don't know. I'm not gonna make any judgments on it for now. I'm just gonna let it. Don't need to. It's taken down. All I know for sure is like the vibe was weird, and we talked about the vibe being weird after, and now it's not there anymore. So that's good. Wow. I know that the time difference was also a factor. Thank you, JJ, for saying I kept it together. I was trying to hold it down. Yeah, it was an old fight getting brought up that was so unnecessary. So did not need to be brought up on the live stream. It's like, you're not gonna go on like Jimmy Kimmel's show and start like talking shit to him. Like, that's not how it goes. Like, this is kind of showbiz, you know? It's YouTube, but YouTube is the new Hollywood. See you, this does kind of look like a black sea urchin. And yeah, it was a good learning experience. Now I know what to do and what not to do for the channel. And I know that in future times that I have guests on the live stream, I'll give them a really good briefing, a more thorough briefing than this past one. Mars said photo submission is when you reach 500k subs. I set my bar a little higher because I know you get there sooner than later. Okay, guys, we're all the accountability right now. Everyone clock it in the noggin. Mars has announced that when this channel hits 500... Wait, you didn't specify which channel. Are we talking 500k total, 500k for this channel, or 500k for Van on the Moon? Anyway, 500k subs, Mars is gonna submit his bikini armpit hair picture. So we've got some goalposts to hit. There are deadheads among us, I hope. Surely there are. In this chat, I already know there are. Van on this channel, Van on the Moon would be 1.8 million subs. Man. Okay. I am going to be filming some Van on the Moon content this week, I'm thinking, because I'm going to the mechanic on Monday, and probably he will like fix it soon after. I don't know how it really works. I haven't taken it to mechanics often. I'm like, do I just leave it with him that day, come back and it's fixed, or what? But I'm gonna film some of that. So next week's Van on the Moon episode will be something along the lines of like finally getting help from a professional and how that goes. And then you guys will know, like, we'll finally slay the electrical gremlin. Maybe that's what it'll be titled, like slaying the electrical gremlin at last. The guy who is gonna fix it, like the mechanic guy, apparently has hella of these exact vans, like the Volkswagen Vanagons, pretty sure specifically air cooled as well. So I'm curious if he'll let me like get some pan shots of like his lineup of a bunch of vans wherever he keeps them, because then I can get back to the artsy projects. Like, I'm done doing all of the mechanic work. I'm ready to get back to painting. And okay, a friend that I hung out with last night, he's a really cool guy that's just like around the community and just like super sweet. I used to see him at the harbor all the time too. He scored a job working as like a metal fabricator. I'm not sure, and there's more to it than that, but he knows how to weld and like do all type of stuff, and he knows how to like paint vehicles and do rust repair. He offered for me to go to the shop he works at, which his boss at the shop said he can use the shop for his own personal projects whenever. And they have like every tool you can think of. They have a painting booth that's big enough for the van. So I've been kind of trying to manifest somewhere to finish the rust repair project, and last night it like fell into my lap for real. Like, I think this is actually the way it's going to play out. Like, I think we're gonna finish the rust repair project in an actual painting booth. I don't think we'll go through the trouble of like doing actual welding unless my friend is like feeling stoked on that and like wanting to. But even if it comes down to doing like a bondo, which I'm fine with and I like doing, so it's things are coming along. So everything's developing. Oh, you need to let him know you live in the van. Yeah, I don't actually know if I've told him that or not yet. I'll maybe contact him before Monday and just like send him some information. Heather Ray said, this channel gives you freedom to branch out more than the one all about the van. Yeah, that's exactly why I love this channel, because I can talk about literally whatever. Like, I'm happy that this one's growing as quickly as it is through doing the live streams, because I ideally would want this one to overtake Van on the Moon. Like, I would want Molly and the Mooners to be a bigger channel than Van on the Moon, and Van on the Moon would be more of a spin-off, because this one is me, this one is my life, and then all the other 4 channels is like sub-pockets. Which the Levy wand that I ordered is so cool. It's like, so it's this like LED toy that's on a string, so I can like be like doing like wizard tricks. It looks like it's levitating around me, and then it's like got all of these LEDs that digitize images into the air. So for example, I can put it on a setting where if I swing the Levy wand and it goes like shoop, it shows like Pikachu in the air, or it'll show like a rainbow, you know? Super 23 said Money Hole Vanagon. if the diagnosis, so the guy's gonna do the diagnosis and then tell me like what's up and say how much the estimate to fix it probably. If it's like outrageous, then I might either have someone else do it or I could try it myself depending on what it is to save on money. So the main part I'm going to a professional for is the diagnosis. That's the most important part to me. And then from there, I will make a choice on how I want to fix whatever they diagnose as the issue. Because I have another friend who used to, well, is still a boat captain. So we have mutual friends just from both being boat people. He was watching the channel and got really inspired, bought his own Volkswagen van again, rebuilt the engine in 5 days. He's actually the one that bought the fridge from me. So I've mentioned him before. I saw him at this beach a couple nights ago. He was doing some electrical on his van. So I went over and I'm like, dude, what's up? And he said that he has a workspace as well up on the west side and a bunch of tools and a bunch of skills. So that's an option where once I get the diagnosis, I could take it to this other guy and him fix it. So there's lots of options. There's lots of ideas that are bouncing around right now. Like, I've definitely brought up this story before on here, but you know, in Alice in Wonderland, when she's lost in the forest, all of the signs are changing, all of the trees are like moving and shit. And she's like, well, if you don't know which way to go, I guess it's best to just sit down so you don't get even more lost. Yeah, guys, I'm Alice in Wonderland sitting in the forest. All the trees are moving around me. And so I'm just staying in my stillness and just figuring out one day at a time. Trying not to worry too much about it. Just being gentle with myself. And I do want to put out some more content next week. There will be an episode release next week. I can't go 2 weeks without an episode release. And if the van project, like if the kick turnaround isn't fast enough to have that be next week's episode, I'll just post something else like on this channel or a warm pistachio cover that's way overdue. Yep, remember the neutral safety switch. I'm gonna address that with the mechanic. I'm just gonna point it out. You know, I'm just gonna like mention like, oh, well, some of my, you know, mooners said maybe it's this, maybe it's that, because you guys have given a lot of good ideas of what it might be. But when it comes down to diagnosing, that's where I'm not too savvy yet. I would like to learn it, so I'm gonna watch him diagnose. So I'll be picking up on that. But yeah, my tactic so far has been replace it, see if that works. Because the van is so old, I just want to replace a bunch of stuff anyway. Like now I also want to order the electronic ignition kit. So like I could order that today. Like now that I know, you know, now that I know that I'm gonna at least keep this van a little bit longer, I'm ready to start putting more work into it again. Ooh, Molly, do you have underwater camera with macro lenses to film some underwater life? I do. So not a macro lens. I have an underwater housing for my 360 camera, and I did record some really dope like swimming videos, and I haven't posted them yet, but I do have some cool underwater content that I could put out. Oh yeah, Mars said that he was around a few 7 to 9-year-olds last week and realized that James was advanced. Yeah, James is so smart for his age. He's so mentally developed. Like having conversations with him, I forget that he's 7. Cause I'm like, he's like actually like talking. It's not just like kid talk where it's like about random stuff. Like he's genuinely like holding conversation. I'm thoroughly impressed by my nephew. I'm really excited to see who he becomes like as a human. JJ said I'm allergic to cats. Never mind. Yeah, my nose is really itchy right now. I did smell some flowers and it could be from that. It's also kind of red. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm hopefully not getting sick. I found out that Aisha got sick like right after I left, so I'm like, fuck, I might have picked it up already. Yeah, Victor said it's good I'm keeping the van for now since I have such a good bond with it. Yeah, I'm like already this deep in with this van, and like by now I see it like as such an art piece, and there's more creative projects I want to do to it. So like what, sell the van for, if we're being real here, the most I would get for this van, 10 grand would be generous, you know? So like what I have, but 10 grand and I lose my biggest art project yet. I'd rather just keep the van, put some more money into it. It still doesn't mean this has to be the van I road trip in. I can just store it somewhere because this is the van on the moon van. Like what, the money that I could get for this isn't worth losing the van. Though it would be a weight off of my shoulders, right now it's not balancing out. Because for example, if I wait till Van on the Moon is like a slightly bigger channel and I've finished the creative parts of the van, it would sell for higher. So it's like I just gotta push past one more little hump and I'm ready. Now that I have space to do it and like friends that want to help and they have tools and paint studios, like dude, it's about to happen and be legit. Oh, David Sesney said another $20. Dude, you really are so amazing. There's just like a, as I'm streaming, there's just like a trickle of money from you. And I'm just like, wow, this is beautiful. Someone asked what my channel's about. This channel is Molly and the Mooners. And so this is our just like talking about existence, you know, talking about what life is like, sharing. We come here, connect on Saturdays. It's just a place for people to come vibe. Like, I know the Saturday streams always lift me up. Like, there's been times that going into a Saturday, I'm just like, ooh, I don't know if I'm ready to do this stream. I don't know if I'm like feeling up for it. But like the second it starts and everyone's just being so like amazing and positive in the chat, like I'm like, this is why I do it. Like it doesn't matter what mood I am when I go into the live stream, because I will be uplifted and hopefully uplifting you guys, because we're just here. Like we, at this point, we have formed a pretty solid community. Like I see you guys interacting with each other in the chat. It's not just people like saying stuff at me, you know? People, like, I see things developing here. Ooh, hello from Florida. I'll be in Florida eventually. Mullet Mona said, when you're rich and famous, you can get a pleasure way and keep Van on the fucking moon. See, that's what I'm saying. The way that, like, I'm getting more income now is changing my mind about selling the van, because, like, all in all, the 10 grand I could possibly maybe get for this van, plus all the trouble of trying to sell it and prep it for selling it, like, if I just am on YouTube for a couple of months, it will be that much. Like, and it can be van videos. So me putting more work into the van would already make more money than selling the van. Like, you guys get what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down? Like, the van is worth more in the art project that it is being associated to the channel it's genuinely worth more in that aspect than it is in actual purchase value. Gosh, my nose is so itchy. This is insane. I feel like I want to just rip my nose off right now. Do you see how red it is too? Sheesh. Put outriggers on the van and use it as a boat to get to the mainland. I wish I could sail this thing to the continent. If I could put this thing on a boat that I have control over, that'd be so cool. The rest would get so much worse though, being like literally on the ocean. Yeah, I eventually might be like a lot more famous than I currently am, which is not, I'm not super famous currently. But if I ever do get to a point where I'm just like really balling like that, like all these other huge YouTubers, like, I don't know if you guys just saw that Mr. Beast and Mark Rober, which I'm not a fan of Mr. Beast, but I do look to him as like one of the key people of the YouTube community. So even though I'm not into his content and I honestly morally disagree with some of it, he's still one of the top dogs of the platform. And then there's Burr, who's this amazing engineer who has super interesting content and like gears towards educating kids while also having stuff that adults like to watch. Like love his vibe. They collaborated and are doing this big water project of getting clean water to places where they've been having to drink like this dirty ass like brown water all the time. Like now that they are so famous, they can do these super like philanthropic projects like that because they can. Like there's just like extra money in their orbit, and so they can do these type of things. So like at some point I might get to that place where I just am overflowing with abundance and energy to where I can maybe like do some big thing like that. Like what if we did a huge like ocean cleanup project, or like something of like saving the forests, or like pick a species and really back them so they don't go extinct. Like there's potentially going to be some huge projects that unfold here. I'm realizing that my perspective before did have somewhat of a ceiling, and I'm noticing now that the ceiling is imagined, because really this can go way the fuck up there. I'm gonna shoot for the stars, shoot for the sun, and land among the stars. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Oh my gosh, my nose is about to fall off, guys. Sorry for the noise that's about to happen, but I'm gonna try and blow it. Maybe I should put the microphone over there. Welcome to the live stream. I think that may have helped a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm like getting sick as we speak. Like literally right now, my nose was not itching until I got to the speech. All right, guys, I might have the Rona again. I've had the coronavirus 3 times. Round 4, fight. Was it twice, or I don't remember if I've had it 2 or 3 times. But luckily, it didn't hit me too brutally. Yeah, you guys just watch me get sick in real time. Like you saw, I started the stream fine, and now my nose is like gonna explode, and I feel my throat getting raspy by the second. I'm falling apart. I'm just falling apart. Wow. Ooh, collab with Nature Jab. Dude turns plastic trash into diesel fuel. That's the type of shit I'm talking about. Let's do some like nature projects. Like this is all gonna be so much bigger than the van at some point. The van is for now, as things are building. Eventually, we're doing like environmental projects. We're doing like species protection. Heather said, eat some garlic. I wonder if that would help. I know garlic kills a lot, so it could kill off whatever weird fucking coronavirus is flowing through my veins right now. Yup. Do I ever watch professional surfing? Honestly, not like videos. I've gone out to surf competitions to watch in person, but I'm not into like watching it on videos. It doesn't hit the same. I used to get to see a lot of surf competitions when I was living in Santa Cruz, because all along West Cliff Drive, there was always like these tents set up with big TV, um, the special like TV cameras and stuff. Like it was really big, and I've seen them out here too. Spicy ramen cures everything. I looked recently at the ingredients list of this one ramen I used to eat, which people call it the spicy noodle challenge, but it has an actual name. But the spicy noodle challenge noodles. And I realized that there's not even really like, I don't remember if there was actual hot peppers in it or not, but the gist I got from the ingredients list is that you're basically, the spiciness you're tasting, yeah, buldak, yeah, those noodles, the buldak noodles, you are tasting that it's spicy because you're getting a chemical burn to your mouth. It's honestly kind of nasty. Oh, what? Itchy nose means you're coming into money. Interesting take, beach hippie. Maybe it's true because I'm gonna come into some money today. Make a poetry book from subscribers. Oh my gosh. If any of you wanted to like contribute some poetry, I was actually thinking for this area. Okay, so you guys see the acrylic mirror. We've got the velvet headliner up front, like the tapestry in the middle. This is the one ceiling panel that's not decorated yet. And I was kind of thinking it would be a cool like community board in a way, like basically where people could submit things like little notes or poems or anything, and then I would paste them up there, because when I'm laying in my bed, like, okay, if I'm laying, then I'm seeing this, and so I would be able to see like what people wrote and like read poems at night as I'm going to sleep. Oh my gosh, Heather Ray, you're so funny. Roses are red, violets are blue. Molly is cute, and her armpits too. Snaps for Heather Ray. Do you guys want to start? Do you guys want to start a poetry open mic right now? Okay, any of you that want to write a poem right now, I'll read it out loud. Oh my gosh, my nose is so insanely itchy. Oh, it's someone's birthday. Wait. Happy birthday, Kathleen. Welcome to the Mooners. Hope you're having a stoked birthday. Someone wants an outfit check. All right, we'll just start at the top, work our way down. My current favorite earrings, they're carved out of monkey pod wood. And then I've got all my solid gold that I like to adorn my face with. Garnet necklace, third eye pine cone with a watermelon tourmaline and a gold seed of life. A bunch of beads in my dreads. There's like a cool string back here too that I am not able to find. My butterfly swimsuit to represent the metamorphosis that I've gone through. I got some little yellow corduroy shorts. And then this belt that my friend Nicole gave me. She originally got it at a garage sale and then didn't end up wearing it for a while. So she texted me a video of it and was like, I think you should have this belt. I want you to have this belt. And I was like, I would love to have that belt. So I went and picked it up and now I wear it all the time. So that's the fit check. And then nothing on my feet because I'm like in the van right now. Oh, David sent another $50. Dude, like, where does your money come from? I'm so curious. I'm like, wow. I'm like, you're you're so generous, and I just I can't believe it. Like, it baffles me. So please, where does your money come from? I'm so curious. If Mars needs an adopted brother, sign me up. Oh, Eric Zomp has an interesting take on the itchy nose. Okay, we're getting into some occult topics now. Eric Zomp, folklore suggests itchy nose means company coming or kissing, affection. Someone is thinking fondly of you, or can sometimes mean opposite, envy. So, I might be getting kissed. Or someone might be jealous, or both. Weird life, you know. Or I might have coronavirus. Again. And I'll update you guys if that happens. Okay. If I have COVID, if that's what this is, I'll do a story time episode next week. That's like battling COVID for the 4th time. Oh, Mullet Mona submitted a haiku. A slight smile in paint. Red and black party in the front. Mullet Mona prevails. Beautiful. Snaps for Mullet Mona. Mullet Mona does prevail. Excellent question, David T. Can I taste this thing that I'm eating right now? Yes. I taste the vanilla notes. I taste the macadamia flavor. The white chocolate. Mostly the white chocolate, honestly. This is what it is. Mullet Mona convinced me on the phone one time. I was going through a time period where I was like not being good about like feeding my body. And she was like, girl, just go get some food. Just go get some like snacky shit and stock up. And so I started buying these Cliff Bars, and it has changed my life. Changed my life. Have you eaten all the dragon fruit? Yeah, that shit's gone. Even if I still had it, it'd probably be bad by now. So I'm glad I ate it all so fast. I also gifted a lot of it. When I have just like overloading amounts of fruit in the van, I do like to give it as gifts to people who I encounter, because everybody's always happy to accept some like fresh tropical fruit, you know, and it feels good to give it. And then the fruit hammock doesn't get like rotten. So winning all around. Aw, David says he's just putting the money where it's needed most. Thank you. Like, you're really helping me out, man. Like, for real, it helps more than any of you know, probably. Oh, we've got another poetry submission. This one's from Kevin Mack. Outlaw Molly, girl commands fire and flames. Her passion, we will be tamed. It's all good. Fire flows. Mistress Molly Champagne. Oh, beautiful. Snaps for Kevin Mack. I'm loving this open mic. I guess it's an open forum because I'm the only one on the microphone, but the Mooners, you are all artists. Have you eaten any Pretty Patties lately? No, but I fucking want some. The Pretty Patties, okay. Has everyone here watched SpongeBob? Honestly, I think a lot of you might be like an age group older than who would have been watching SpongeBob, unless you have kids and you watched it because your kids were watching it. But there's an episode called Pretty Patties where there's like Krabby Patties. Those are the burgers that SpongeBob and Patrick and Squidward all work at the place for, the Krusty Krab. So they're slinging Krabby Patties, which are just like, it's a burger joint essentially. But they come up with this idea of Pretty Patties, and they're each like a different color. So they're like, it'll be like a hamburger with like buns and lettuce and shit, but like all of it's pink or like all of it's green. And it actually looks exactly like little French macaroons. And when I was at Mullet Mona's house, I was grubbing. I ate like, it was a Costco-sized box of these little candies, these little like French desserts, and I ate most of the box on my own. And then we got another box, and then we got another box. I was slamming them. I'm actually surprised that I didn't come back weighing a lot more from my Arizona trip. I'm shocked that I didn't gain like 30 pounds through that month of eating like all the macaroons in the state of Arizona. Along with all the steam buns and the lumpia and everything. We ate. That was like the main activity of visiting Mullet Mona, was grubbing, which was good for me. My body did feel rejuvenated after. Oh, JJ submitted something for the open mic. All right, here's JJ's poem. Windows lined with morning dew, a single flower, maybe two. The sun wakes her on a mattress small, no picket fence, no brick-laid wall. She opens the doors to a different view. Ah, that's beautiful. You guys are such amazing poets. This is making me so happy to see. Heather has a question. What's your fave dinner? Pretty Patties, hands down. No, but really, it's hard to say. For dinner, I really like noodles, but I also really like fucking teriyaki sticks. It's all over the place. I also love Filipino food. We eat good at Mullet Mona's house. Yup, we really do. What size engine is on my van? It's a 2-liter. 2-liter air-cooled. Molly, you found me out. I'm just a hippie pickle looking for cool jellies to be friends with. Yeah. Is there dreads on your head and hair in your pits? We all want to know if there's hair on your tits. Should we have a vote on whose poem was the best? I actually really like the moderator's poem is great. Oh, another submission from HTE. Molly travels far, where mountain peaks arise and rivers whisper tales of ages past with every mile. The stars begin to prize the moments held in memories so vast like the moon. Beautiful, beautiful. A lot of people are laughing about the moderator's poem, so I'm gonna read it again for good measure. This time with a more art cafe vibe. There's dreads on your head and hair in your pits. We all want to know if there's hair on your tits. Art. The avant-garde. Yeah, moderator. People all are voting the moderator. Oh my gosh, my nose, guys. My nose is so fucked up right now. Tell me if the noise of me blowing my nose is like too much for the mic. I'll at least turn it upside down. Sheesh. Yeah. I think I might have the Rona, which I didn't realize. So I got to drum circle. Well, okay, I didn't even tell you guys what'll happen this week since Wednesday. Oh, it's not loud perfect. So yesterday was the 2-year anniversary of the Lahaina fires, and I was debating on going to the paddle out or not, which, if you're wondering what the paddle out means, is we did one after the fire, and it was like the 1-year anniversary paddle out, and then so now would be the 2-year paddle out. It's basically people gathering, going out on the water, like everyone's on surfboards, paddle boards, or you can just swim and just gather to remember and just have some sense of community. But honestly, I was feeling really like down in the dumps Thursday and Friday morning, so I didn't end up going to the paddle out. I ended up going to the river by myself and like going into some really deep meditation, and I am glad that I made that choice. It would have been cool to like be part of something in remembrance, but I was just feeling a strong sense of needing to go inward and to be in like fresh water, doing some cold plunges. And all in all, yesterday morning I had a beautiful time at the river. It was an emotional day for sure. Like there's emotions running high for multiple different scenarios in my life, not even counting the fire. Like there's a lot of shit playing out behind the scenes, and I eventually got done at the river and was like, I do want to see some community. I'm gonna go to drum circle. Went there and had such an amazing time just playing with flow toys the whole time. Like I'm realizing that like as I try out so many different friendships on island, and some of them feel good, some of them are iffy, some of them I can't tell if the other person's liking the vibe. The main solid friends that I'm feeling connected with lately is like the flow arts community here. So I'm feeling more grounded on the island, even just from that. Just knowing like on Fridays and Sundays, I know where to go, where the people flow. I'm also entering the poetry competition. I know where to go to find people and flow. Through community, my soul will grow. Snaps for the head mooner. Ooh, another. Ooh. From Steve Martin, a poem. I think so, from the first couple words anyway. Maui is green and the water is blue. Witches are red and the king of war is violet. My heart aches for the queen of Maui. Be brave as warrior and bring us fire. Beautiful. Beautiful, Steve Martin. That name sounds so familiar. Isn't that the name of the guy who played the Pink Panther in the live action film? Fact check me, someone, please. David Sesame said, the first time I saw you was the day I knew that I wanted to be a mooner too. Yes! I love gathering mooners. And I feel like people who are mooners know what that means. Like, I've tried to explain it a couple of times, and it's basically along the lines of like, we're all actively part of this thing where we're all existing as humans, and it's pretty weird, and we realize that it's weird and we keep going anyway. I think that's what being a mooner is. But as with most dictionaries, there's different contexts, and so they'll give different ones. A mooner can also be someone who shows their ass to people randomly. So take it whatever definition you'd want. I'm going with a mixture of both. Another poetry submission. Surrounded by volcanoes, so is born the turquoise. Time, a pressure, and time creates diamonds. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, lots of people are saying beautiful. And fact check, yes, the Pink Panther guy is named Steve Martin. You're the moon and we're your subs equals mooners. Maybe I am Molly the Moon. So I had actually thought of the name Molly Moon because that's cute. But I looked it up and someone else already has that username, Molly Moon, on YouTube. And she's a weird girl. Weird in a good way. I like weird people. So me saying weird is like, it's a, my hat off to you. Thank you for your authenticity and strangeness. She does these like creepy videos where she's got like these really big eyes and like dark hair that just is light, and she's just like, hi guys, today we're going to go through my basement. And then it'll be these weird like dark vignetted shots of her like doing weird shit, and I'm just like, it's disturbing, but it's a type of disturbing you just can't look away from, because she herself is like this cute little, you know, she's a Molly. She's just like this creepy dollish thing that's doing all these weird videos and like nasty stuff. And I'm like, that's beautiful. I like, she can have the name. She deserves it. So Molly Moon, hats off to you, you weirdo. I love your channel. Molly and the Mooners will be what I use, which I think fits my vibe a little more anyway. Mullet Mona said, we show our ass, but this life is strange and we keep moving forward. Yeah, a nice little combination of the two Mooner definitions. Holy cow, my nose. I genuinely want to just like, rip this shit off. I'm just gonna be pinching it. There's so much sand in my hair. Also, guys, the van is full of sand right now because it's been so windy on island, and I've just been having my door open and laying around inside the van, and there's been sand piling up. There is like sand in my bed last night, and I was getting to bed so late that I was just like, whatever, I'm not even gonna fight it right now. Oh, Google reports 75 people just looked up Molly Moon in the last minute. Yeah, I think you guys would actually be really intrigued by her content. I've never talked to her, or yeah, I don't think I've even like commented on anything, and I've visited her channel probably twice now. I kind of want to look right now and see, I can just give you guys like a little peek into it. Which this will add like a little shout out section for her too. Because the fact that there's another Molly Moon on the internet, I'm like, I think it's cool. Like, there's more than one of us. Oh yeah, initial search result is already, you can see she's like kind of creepy. Go to her channel. Wow, she has 285,000 subscribers. This girl's famous. So I guess she doesn't need the shout out, but yeah. It's
you might
like,
think I'm camping in the woods at night, but that's not bad. Picking up trash is multifaceted. Not only are you helping the environment,
that one's not as creepy as some of them are. I just clicked on a random one.
and there's a cone.
But yeah, this is Molly Mooner. Molly Moon vibes.
Well,
that didn't show up as well as I thought it would. I was seeing like the reflection of my reflection in the screen of my phone. We don't need that. We When good vibes, we gather to feel moon energies, harmonies embrace. Van on the moon across all land. Yeah. Did I just land it on the fucking moon? Hello, Mr. G boy. Mr. G boy. Welcome to the moon. There's a lot of mooners here, and we're all chilling out. Molly the Mooner's cool too. So far, leading is Molly and the Mooners with the and sign. And I do think that that one is the best choice because it has that indie vibe to it. It kind of sounds like a band. And as I say it, we're at 111 likes. Like, the angel numbers have been so real lately. What? I'm trying to digest this chat from Rick O'Shea. Girls on the beach whom are older, Budweiser, cause they don't get sand in their shits. If shits is like butt crack and stuff, I'm not a Budweiser because I have sand every time. No matter, like, I swear, I'll go to the beach and have not sat down on the sand at all. Literally just been walking around, and somehow there will still be sand in my ass crack. Make it make sense. Oh my gosh, fuck. Ah, I'm gonna yank my nose off. Yellow paint, red rust, warm air faint, Hawaii dust. A hold of the wheel, the key is turned, though it does not start. Hitting starters was learned. Mullet Mano's an amazing artist and poet. Everything creative. I love you, sis. That's good. Good material. Rowdy Cole said, shit's beer. Wow, I completely misunderstood that joke. I'm all like, oh, you must be talking about a butt crack. I'm just so used to this. I'm just so used to that being where we go on the live stream. How many miles are on your Volkswagen van? I'm sitting just above 180,000 something. The other day, so how I know a closer number is the other day I had, it was like 183333. So I saw all the threes and I'm like, angel numbers. Like, when I tell you guys I've been seeing so many angel numbers lately, it's been a lot. And so I know I'm like going through a big transformation right now. Also with all the like astrological transits, there's a lot energetically happening right now. I like saw that and now I can remember what. Before I would not have been able to tell you. I'd be like at least 150,000. Ah, if the only thing that needs to be replaced on the van is the ignition key part, would that make you happy to have the starting problem fixed? Yeah, if it's literally just the ignition switch, which you guys can freely say you told me so, because a lot of you have been saying that, but I just haven't gotten around to checking it, and I'm just like out of bandwidth for doing the mechanic stuff on the van right now. I want to get to the paint projects. I have an idea for the pop top tent that I really want to execute. When it's raised, it's just canvas tent, and I want it to look like circus tent. Classic circus tent colors would be something like white and red or blue and yellow. I want to do purple and red circus vertical striping on my tent. So I'll have a circus tent on top of the van. I think it's perfect. So like, if having someone else fix the engine will let me do that project, it's worth the money, you know? Because I want to get the painting on. Can you share what has helped you process the after effects of the fires? Anything in terms of strategies to live with the past hardship? Words across the live stream cannot be helpful in healing. Um, I dealing with the fires, like, definitely went through a extremely tough time period of grieving what my life was, and like grieving everything that was lost there, and grieving that so many people died in the fires. So I just let myself feel all the feelings and like be in it, and be knowing like, damn, this is really sad. This is genuinely sad. Like, during that time, there was no point in trying to like hold it together. Like, for what? To bottle up those feelings and still carry them with you after? Like, when something bad happens, I think you gotta feel it and just let yourself be in it. That's the main thing. And then not letting yourself get stuck in it though. Let the feelings come, let the feelings pass, revisit them if you need to. Look at what different thought patterns are keeping you hung on to it or not. Like, and also realizing that the universe works in such mysterious ways, and everything is always shifting and changing. So we are like moving through this energy blob that is the universe with our piece of consciousness. I am like moving around, witnessing everything, and when something goes terribly wrong or gets destroyed, like, it sends us into a whole new trajectory. So even though it's really upsetting and sad, like, looking really deep down and trying to find just like an acceptance that everything that happens is meant to happen, or it wouldn't have, which is hard to apply. It's really hard to apply. It's easier to say. I try to apply it all the time and I mess up still. Like, it's hard. Existence is hard. But that's why it's better when you're sharing it with other people, and also just like trying to stay grounded. We're all here on earth doing our thing. Oh, Mullet Mona has to go but loves us all. We love you too, Mullet Mona. Thanks for coming. Oh no, there's a forest fire near Hefe Campbell. I hope your area stays safe. Fires are scary. A comment from Mars. In 15 years from now, I too might go van life and visit the patch of land Molly World. Yeah. I hope the weekly rate, if reasonable. Yeah, the Molly World, the moon property is for sure happening at some point. And I'm just like, I already have so many visions for big like art pieces I'm gonna build on it, and cool like structures like earthship homes. And really, I'm most excited for like having my own garden slash, it'd be more of an orchard because most of the plants I'm interested in are trees. So it'll have an orchard, some cottages, some van parking spots, like hookup spots or whatever, like RV style, a tree net. So awesome. It's gonna be happening. And I don't know what like the rate will be or how big it will be. Some people I won't have pay at all, because if I just like invite people, I'm not gonna be like, oh, by the way, it's $100 a day to be here. Moon rates, yeah. Someone said, your voice is warming my cold, dead black heart. What sorcery is this? This is Mooner vibes. This is the Mooner wavelength. We come here and we hang out and we just are calm and silly That's what we're doing here. I'm glad it's warming your cold, dead black heart. Maybe it'll come back to life someday. Ooh, Danger said look up Migs Cobbs a lot. I've met that guy. Dude, he's come to Maui a lot. Okay, I met him at Kirtan at the temple. Kirtan is like if you don't know, it's like a religious thing. I mean, if you go to the temple and you're like chanting and dancing, and he goes to the same temple when he's on Maui. So after a couple of months of commenting on his Facebook videos of the Earthship homes, being like, this is so dope, I actually met him at the temple. He did some Earthship work here on Maui. I didn't hop on any other projects because that was at the time where I was juggling still working the boat and getting the YouTube off the ground, because the YouTube wasn't off the ground yet. So I didn't have time to hop on his projects. I am barely hopping on my own projects at that point. But now I have time, and I'm actually getting interviewed sometime this week by a guy who is a media worker here on island. He's lived on island. His page says he's lived on island for 59 years, and his name is Kalani, and he does look Hawaiian. So I don't know if him saying lived on Maui for 59 years means born here and he's 59, or if he's older than 59, which he looks good for his age. Like, I was shocked to be like 59 years. Like, that surely has to be when he was born. But he's got this like new YouTube channel he's building. He has a other YouTube channel that's built, but he's created one that's specifically called Operation Aloha. And there's a series within that channel called The People of Maui. So he's been filming these People of Maui pieces. And so one is released already. When I met him, he had filmed the second one and was working on the production, post editing and stuff. And he wants me to be the next character on like People of Maui. And so he'll interview me, I'll show the van, and I'll tell about my story of how I came here to like be with the ocean, be with the whales, the dolphins. I'll for sure be telling all of you when that happens. Like when it releases, I'm considering, which actually I want some input on this. So if we do a live premiere on his channel where you guys all watch his episode of me, and then we get transferred to a live stream after. So basically it would count as the episode for that week. I'm considering asking him that possibility. Yeah, I will for sure be telling you guys when it releases. It's gonna be, his editing and filming style is legit. Like his shots are sharp. Like you can tell he used to work in the media industry. He was working for like an actual video production company on island. So like he's good at what he does. So you guys are gonna see some very high quality footage of me soon. And I don't know what I'm gonna say yet. I'm gonna be just answering his questions. So I'm curious what he'll ask about. David Sesney said, I just watched the video that you made during the fire. I'm sorry you had to go through such a horrible experience. Yeah, if anyone's curious about the fires, I have a video where I tell all the details of what it was like being here during that, and it's on this channel. the easy way to find it is in the post section. I shared it recently when I announced that I'm not putting out an episode this week because I was just kidding. And now I think I might have fucking COVID, so. Hi guys, falling apart over here. Falling apart, but still gonna carry on because that's what mooners do. Yeah, various videography angles. He's gonna be probably getting some beautiful shots of the van. He sent me a shot list already of you know, it's gonna be me like waking up. It'll show like shots, pan shots of the van, me showing the inside. Ooh, my nose. I need to try blowing my nose again. Has he ever seen your videos? Yes. So I don't think he had seen my videos yet when we met, or maybe he had. So my friend Avi introduced us at Drum Circle a couple weeks ago because he was like, oh, you both need to meet each other because you're both YouTubers. And then he looks to the guy and he was like, this is the girl I told you about with the van. So I know that Avi had already told him about me. And I don't know if he like showed him the channel, like a link or something, or if he just told him. But now he for sure has a link because I like showed him right there on his phone. I was like, all right, let's pull it up and start like brainstorming. So yeah, he wants to do the interview and I want to do it too. I've never had an opportunity like this, and especially having it be like a People of Maui piece. Like I love being a character of the island, and by now a lot of people know I'm here. Like people see me performing, people see me with the van, people see my videos and realize I'm on Maui. Like I've put myself out there, and so now stuff's like got a snowball going. It's pretty cool to think about. Someone said, do you live near the beach? I am at the beach right now, and I live in my van, so yes, I technically live at the beach, I guess. Okay, everyone, positive affirmations in the style of Dr. Seuss. I love this, Kevin Mack. Molly, she lives in a van on the moon, Earth's new plan, our good fortune. Molly and her van. Very Dr. Seuss-esque. One Stellar Life? No, I don't. Is that another YouTuber? Ooh, Earthship Headquarters Big Island. Ooh, I haven't gotten in touch with them yet. Or is that associated with Migs Cobbs a lot? Yeah, the Earthship people I do want to get involved with. And I've been wanting to go to Big Island again soon. I'm just really in flow right now. I don't know what's happening with my life. I'm trying to just stay open to it all. Very open to the universe and just seeing what's happening. Van stickers are popular in some shops on YouTube. Yeah, I had put out Van on the Moon stickers and they got copyrighted. I still, I'll maybe give it a shot. Doing the, what's it called? Like redesign of my graphics and making the van look slightly different so that it's less likely to get like the copyright strike. You should make bandanas. Dude, I actually just dropped a bandana on the new Mooner merch line. Because, okay, the Van on the Moon logo that has the little van driving on it, that's what got banned from my merch shop now because of the copyright issues of it looking too much like the original van. So I replaced the merch shop with Mooner merch, so it's the badge that everyone has. Oh, perfect example. David Sesney sent $20. Thank you very much. And you can see the Mooner badge next to his name. So that minus the little van is on a bandana. It's on a bunch of shirts. It's on cups. Like, there's Mooner merch now. I'm just working out the kinks for the van part of it. Hooded poncho. That's a good idea too. Oh, okay. The cost for shipping my van to Big Island, to answer your question, Kevin Mack, would be, it's around $500 if I'm remembering right. Which is not that bad, because by the time I were to like rent places to stay and like rent a car on Big Island, the trip there would be like more than $500. So I could just do it in my van. So it's not a bad idea, but then I have to clear the van out. You can't ship the van with shit in it. Oh, thank you guys for sharing the link to the spread shop. Yeah, if you guys are curious about the Mooner merch, you could hit that link that David T sent in, Prestige Classic. I'm noticing now that everyone's names changed and now it's showing everyone's @. I don't know if before it showed your actual name or just the handle, but I'm only seeing the handles right now. Is it premature to worry about Molly as a boat lifer? When I see boat YouTubers, I often see them film and for aesthetic purpose, no life vest. Scary thought to be out and alone and any mishap. I think that the boat life thing isn't really any more dangerous than doing van life. I'd see them as comparable. Because I don't know if some people's worry would be like that the seas are too rough or something. But I plan on just doing like the Caribbean mostly, at least to start out with, which is super tame as far as sailing goes. Compared to, I currently sail out of the second windiest harbor on the planet. So I'm not too worried about some, you know, tumultuous seas. Jesse said preparing donation. Yeah, there is super chats here. Thank you. Much appreciated. Not expected, but much appreciated. Should I change my name to something different, more earthy? Steve Martin, is that your actual name? Or did you name your channel after Steve Martin, like Pink Panther Steve Martin? Yeah, okay. So I'm not the only one that noticed it changed to the @handle thing instead of saying the name that you guys are. The handles aren't as useful to me as the actual names. Is 50 cool? Yeah, I mean, whatever you're down. I'm not going to stop you. Jesse Evans. Rough seas ahead, matey. Yup. I'm trying to be a pirate. I know that eventually I'm gonna fully encapsulate that pirate vibe when I have my own sailboat. And I'm gonna be swinging from the masts. I'm gonna paint my sail. It's gonna be beautiful. Also, my health is declining rapidly. I'm going downhill quickly. I think I have COVID. I also might be a hypochondriac. But yeah, getting a text yesterday after I was already hanging out with people. I don't even remember if I told you guys that part. I was already hanging out with people and then got a text. Oh, I just tested positive for COVID from the friend I was hanging out with for 2 days this week. I think I have COVID. Drink a whiskey. Is that proven? Is that approved by the CDC as a way to fight COVID? Guys, I'm honestly declining rapidly. Need to get you some tea before you crash. Wishing you wellness and many blessings. Always Molly Grasshopper. Thank you. I'm wondering if I should just get off now. Yeah, I did have the shot. I took the vaccine and then I still got COVID 3 times. Todd Stevens said, I sense a little Alan Watson Molly. I love his speaking, like his lectures. I'm not sure what to call them. His teachings. I listen to a lot of YouTube videos that are like recordings of him giving his talks, and they're so grounding, and it's taught me so much, and like my views of the universe align with his very strongly. Like even before I started studying his work, like I fully like he gets it, what this existence is. He gets it. Ooh, shag carpet the walls in the van. Ooh, I've seen people who do like fluffy interiors. My only thing is it would get way too dirty with how my lifestyle is, being at the beach all the time, having wind like blow gusts of sand in. It'd be stuck up all up in that fur and fucking rag. It'd be nasty. When you put your hand on your face, the iPhone changed your color to cadaver. Goes good with your illness. Did it? Oh, that did death. Yeah, I agree, Kevin Mack. I should go take care of myself. Go get some water and food and maybe a shower. But I don't know, I shower at the gym and I don't want to get everyone at the gym sick. Luckily, a lot of times I'm the only person in the gym bathing area. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna start closing it down here. Because, yeah, I think I'm falling ill. I'll try and make an episode this week. I don't know. I might not be able to if I have COVID, but either way, I'll definitely at least see you next Saturday on this. Same how we did this week. No episode, straight into the live stream. It might end up being that way next week if I do have coronavirus currently. I'm making me really sleepy too. Yeah, I think it's time we shut it down. Just my eyes watering. Thank you everyone for the kind words in the chat and bringing the vibes. I really I'm so blessed that this community is here and forming around me, and everyone. I love seeing you all interact with each other. Yep. I must take some herbal wellness stuff. Yeah, I gotta sweat it off. Maybe I will go to the sauna and the shower later. I love you guys. Mooners, keep on mooning. Until next time, Van on the fucking moon.